Hi everyone, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I actually have another what sold video for you guys. I know I just uploaded one covering my weekend sales, but my sales have actually been super consistent for the entire month of August so far. I know that is hugely because I have been listing consistently, and I've been listing all of the items that I have showcased in the numerous thrift hauls that I have been uploading. So if you guys regularly watch my channel, you would have seen, I have just been bringing a lot of new items into my closet, and a lot of them are selling. So I mentioned in my last video, I think it's super important to bring you guys well-rounded information, which means I want to upload a couple what sold videos to kind of share, what's selling quickly from my thrift hauls, what's selling that has been listed for a while, what I'm trying to move out from summer to fall time, and we will cover that all in this video. So I usually do just some weekend sales, my weekend sales when I do a what sold video. This video, however, I am going to cover a week's worth of sales. So it is going to be a little bit longer, but I have my notebook here, and I have a lot of tips and extra information that I've tried to jot down from each sale or bundle sale. I think these videos are super great. I love watching what sold videos. I think you can learn a lot from them. So let's go ahead and just get started. So this is going to be my sales from Wednesday, August 7th until August 13th. That is 7 days of sales. And my first sale is a Lily Pulitzer new with tags shift dress. The style name is the Kirkland dress. I had this dress listed at $60 and I received an offer of $50. I accepted and my earnings were $40. So this dress took just under 2 months to sell. The sold comps were around 60 to 65, but because we were moving out of the summertime, I wanted to go ahead and accept the $50. It was just below, what a lot of the sold comps were, but I was totally fine with that, because I wanted to go ahead and move it out instead of having it sit all through the colder weather. And also, I forgot to mention this, but I am not going to give my cost of goods for each individual item, but at the end, I will disclose what I purchased everything for. So what what I paid for everything that I'll show. And then I will subtract that out, and I will give my net profit. So moving on, my second sale was a Lululemon strappy tank. The style name was the A New Tank, and this tank was listed at $35 and was online for only a few days before I received an offer of $28 for the tank. I did accept, and my earnings were $22 with 40 cents. So this tank sold super quickly. Sometimes Lululemon tanks take a little bit longer, I've noticed, like as opposed to t-shirts or long sleeves. I think the fact that it was a larger size helped it move a little bit quicker. It actually didn't have a size dot, so I just went on to lululemon.com. They have a great size chart that actually gives the pit-to-pit measurement, and you can kind of compare which measurement lines up to which size they have. So I use that all the time. It's great. So that's just a little, quick tip. If your item doesn't have a size dot, don't freak out. You can look up the size chart. Okay, so after I received those two offers on Wednesday morning, I kind of got the feeling that buyers were out and about on the app, that there were a lot of people shopping, there was traffic moving, a lot of activity on the Poshmark app, and I also saw on my newsfeed that it was closet clear out day, and so I wanted to drop some prices. I think that, it's important to kind of take hold of, when Poshmark is booming, because it seems to be kind of either on or off. And, those days when it's on, it definitely is on. And I'm sure you guys know when there are some days when Poshmark is off, and it is definitely off. So I was seeing a lot of likes happening, people going in and liking items in my closet. And so I wanted to drop some prices, I did, and the sales started rolling in, so let's continue. Okay, so a pair of Soul Society pointed toe flats. I picked these up at the bins. They were actually brand new. I'd never picked this brand up before. I actually saw that they were genuine leather, and so, they seemed like a really quality item. I had them listed at $25, and I dropped them to $22 for the sale so that they would receive the discounted shipping for the buyer. The buyer did purchase them outright, and my earnings were $17.60. Okay, next up we have a bundle of 2 items. The first item is an Anthropologie dog printed t-shirt, and the second item is an floral printed tunic top. So I don't go out of my way to source brands like like more boutique, lower end boutique brands. But if I find something cute at my local outlet, I always want to grab it because it's great to have in your closet for buyers to bundle with. So the buyer actually messaged me privately and asked me to send her a bundle offer. She added the 2 items to a bundle, and she asked me to send her a bundle offer for the 2 tops. After my automatic bundle discount of 10% off 2 or more items, the price came out to $31.50. But I did send her an offer of $25, which she accepted, and my earnings were $20. Okay, next up we have an Eileen Fisher 1X denim chambray dress. This dress was listed around $75. It had a lot of likes, a lot of interest, and it had been in my closet for a couple months, so I wanted to go ahead and try to move it out. I dropped the price of the dress from $65 to $50, and it was purchased outright. My earnings were $40. Okay, we have a pair of Jeffrey Campbell wedge platform mules. These were super cute, a vibrant red color. I picked these up at my local outlet, and I plan to just quickly flip them before summer ended. We were moving into, like I mentioned, cooler weather. You want to start stocking up on boots and stuff. But these were only, I think they were maybe $1 or $2. And so, I couldn't pass up Jeffrey Campbell. I wanted to, list them low. They were dropped to $18 for the sale purchase, and my earnings were $14.40. Okay, next up we have a Bowden printed sweatshirt. It had a glasses print. It was so cute. It was one of my favorite finds from the bins in Austin. Someone purchased this sweater for the full asking price of $25, making my earnings $20. Okay, Dansko leather platform sandals. Again, I found these at my local outlet. They were very inexpensive. Like the Jeffrey Campbell platforms, I just wanted to, flip them quickly while it was still summertime. I reduced them to $25, and they were purchased. My earnings came out to $20. Next up, we have a pair of Tibby New York croc embossed slides. Again, I did find these at the bins. These were one of my favorite finds. They were in excellent condition. They were very stylish, very trendy. That slide style has been very trendy recently. I had them listed around $75, and I dropped them to $50 for the sale. After being purchased for full price, my earnings came out to $40. So I actually think I had them listed at $75. I did drop them to $50, and then someone came in and offered me $40. And I actually just sent her a little note, and I said, these were actually just price dropped, and if you purchase them outright, you will receive the discounted shipping. Whereas if I would have accepted her offer for the $40, she would not have received the discounted shipping. Obviously, it would have been a little bit less for her, but $50 was my lowest price, and so I just sent her that little note, and she did end up purchasing them. She might, maybe didn't know that they had just been price dropped, and my earnings came out to $40. Okay, next up we have another bundle of 2 items. The first item in the bundle is a vintage multicolored grandpa sweater, very oversized, very chunky knit. And the second item in the bundle is a pair of Anthropologie Pilcro and the letterpress high-rise bootcut jeans. So these jeans were a very newly listed item, and although the sweater had been listed for a bit, it had a lot of likes and a lot of interest. These sweaters I always pick up. They're like oversized vintage men's sweaters, but they look a lot like the Coogee sweaters, which are super popular. You know, they're multicolored and they have a texture to them. I always try to include a model picture, just because with vintage items it can be hard to, you know, gauge your sizing. It's a little bit easier if you can see it on someone. So I definitely have noticed that modeling my vintage items helps them move a little bit quicker. The discounted bundle price was $67.50, but I sent the buyer a lower offer of $55 with discounted shipping, which she did accept, and my earnings were $42.20. Another bundle. This bundle is comprised of 3 pairs of shoes. The first pair is Maypole suede espadrilles, and Maypole is a brand that is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. It's not exclusive. These were really pretty, like a neutral blush color. The second pair is Saludos pineapple printed espadrilles. Again, a super cute pineapple print, has been very popular recently. And last pair, Eileen Fisher leather strappy sandals. So the Eileen Fisher sandals were only listed for about a week before they sold. The other 2 espadrilles had been listed for quite a long time. All 3 pairs were more for the warmer weather. They were geared more towards, you know, summertime, so I wanted to move them out. They were also going to a repeat buyer, so I wanted to offer a loyal customer a good discount. I think it's important. I've mentioned in other videos, I think it's super important to, you know, establish good rapport with your repeat customers. So with those factors in mind, I offered a bundle price of $75 with discounted shipping, which was down from the $93 that it would have been, and my earnings were $58.20. Next up, we have a Madewell Kent cardigan, and I dropped this cardigan to $40 for the closet clear out and received an offer of $35 shortly after, which I did accept. My earnings came out to $28. So that was awesome. That was actually a bins find. It was really nice. It was an alpaca blend, and it was actually from 2018, I believe, so a newer item. Okay, Anthropologie Leaf's Daughter dark wash jeans. These jeans were dropped to $25 for closet clear out and were purchased outright. My earnings came out to $20. Free People Laguna thermal top. So this top was listed at $32 and I received an offer of $28, which I accepted, and my earnings came out to $22.40. Flynn Sky Leah mini dress. It had like a really cute daisy print to it, and the background was like a chocolate brown color. I found this dress at Goodwill, and I was unfamiliar with the brand Flynn Sky. I did a quick Google search, and I saw that it was sold on Revolve, so I picked it up. I think the thing that made me kind of research it a little bit further was the print. It looked like a little bit higher end, the print. And also the style of it. It kind of had like balloon sleeves, like a really nice cut. I thought it would be a quick sale just because Revolve items do really well. They're usually pretty sought after, but I ended up having it for 3 or 4 months before receiving an offer of $32. My earnings were $25.60. So I probably would still pick this dress up if I found it again. I might just not price drop it. I would just wait for the right buyer to come along that maybe really liked the sub-brand Flynn Sky from Revolve and was searching for it. Okay, we have another bundle, 3 items. The first item is a New with Tags cloth and stone jumpsuit. This was from Anthropologie. I think the retail on that was like $140. It was a lot. And then Second item is a crochet knit halter dress by Moda International. I definitely don't pick this brand up very often. I think I've maybe only picked it up once before, but it used to be associated with Victoria's Secret, and I think this dress was from when it was associated with Victoria's Secret. And the third item in the bundle was a pair of helmet laying cropped flare leggings. So this bundle sold for the price of $65 and my earnings were $52. Okay, next up we have a pair of Stuart Weitzman snakeskin flats. The style name on these was the Bambina flats. And I had these listed at $45. Someone offered me $30, which I accepted and made my earnings $24. Those were super cute. I did try them on. They were too small for me, or I might have kept them. They were really cute. Next up, a Anthropologie Guinevere Sapphire Flame cardigan. So this cardigan is pretty lightweight, and also the vibrant colors lean more towards summertime than fall time. So I wanted to drop the price to the lowest amount I would take for it. You know, this is August, this is a transitioning month, so you kind of want to start moving, again, summertime items out. A tactic that I do with that is dropping them down to the lowest price on closet clear out because people get the discounted shipping. And so my lowest price was $25. It was purchased outright and my earnings were $20. Okay, then we have a Free People lace trapeze slip dress. I have had this dress for about 8 months, so when I received an offer of $16, I definitely wanted to take it, and my earnings were $12.80. I actually grabbed this from Plato's Closet a while ago. Okay, next up we have another bundle of 2 pairs of shoes. The first pair is some Sam Edelman Petty ankle booties, and the Petty ankle boots are definitely a very, what's the word I'm looking for, popular, sorry, they're a very popular style from Sam Edelman. I think they're like a basic that a lot of people wear in the fall time. And the second pair was Saludos for Anthropologie espadrille wedges. I actually grabbed both of these pairs of shoes from the bin, so that was awesome. The bundle price for the 2 shoes, including my 10% discount of 2 or more items, came out to $67.50. The buyer offered me $62, which I felt was very fair, and I accepted. My earnings were $49.60. Okay, next up we have a pair of Anthropologie Linen Blend Wide Leg Beach Pants. The sub-brand on these was like the Little Mermaid, the picture of the mermaid. And again, these pants are another item that were more geared towards summertime. Linen is, you know, associated with warm weather. It's very lightweight. They sold for $15, and my earnings came out to $12. Free People Catalina V-neck thermal top. This purchase was actually purchased outright about a week after listing for $38, and my earnings were $30.40. Cork Ease Black Suede Cork Wedge. The buyer of these sandals asked me a question about their condition, and after I responded, she purchased them outright for $22. My earnings were $17.60. These did have a couple flaws, so I listed them on the lower end. I actually also found them at the bin, so this was still a good flip for me. And this also shows you that you should be answering the questions of your potential buyers. You know, they might just want to know, you know, one quick thing, and if you answer it for them, they will definitely, you know, buy, which happened in this scenario. Okay, next up we have a pair of 501 Levi's cutoff shorts. Again, I grabbed these from the bins. They did have a flaw, and again, summer items, so I accepted an offer of $18 for them, making my earnings $14.40. Free People, you made my day maxi dress. I've had this dress for over a year, which was surprising to me because I think it's so cute. It's like the cutest dress ever. But sometimes it really, does just take the right buyer to come along and see the item and really like it and buy it. It also is a size 0, which sometimes can take a little bit longer to sell. But that just kind of shows you that patience is crucial with reselling. You have to have patience to do this. I had the price at $45. Someone offered me $35, which I took, making my earnings $28. Sundance embroidered Henley long sleeve. This is another super recently listed item. It did have a small flaw, so I knew about it at the store. The Goodwill little barb, like the tag that they use, just left a tiny hole at the shoulder, but it was their color of the week, so I think it was like 25% off. I only paid, I want to say like $2, maybe $2 to $4 for it, but I knew the embroidered Sundance items do really well, so I wanted to go ahead and get it. I accepted an offer of $20 for it, which meant I received $16. Okay, another bundle, 2-item bundle. First item is a Harley Davidson faded logo t-shirt. It had a dragon on it. Also grabbed this from the bins. And a New with Tags C by Chloe skirt. So I probably could have gotten more for this bundle than I did, considering C by Chloe is a higher end brand. However, the comps or the sold listings actually weren't great. They weren't super high, and also it can be harder to move items that are not converted to US sizing. So this skirt was a size 38, I believe, and it's kind of hard with items that you are reselling that were not your own. It's hard to say, oh well, I'm a size 6 and this fits me perfectly, even though it's a size 38. I don't know. It was too big for me, so I couldn't try it on and tell the buyer, how it fits me and what size I am and stuff. So I tend to sell the items a little bit lower just because, there is some uncertainty there. So, just keep that in mind. That's my experience only. And the buyer bundled the 2 items and offered me $60, which I accepted. So my earnings came out to $42. Next up, we have a pair of Adriano Goldschmied Stilt roll-up jeans. So I don't always pick up AG jeans anymore. They seem to sit for me now. But again, I did find these at the bins. So, I wanted to grab them. They were a great size, and they also were in excellent condition. They took a couple months to sell, actually, which is not bad for AG jeans. Sometimes it can take up to 6 months. I had them listed at $35. Someone offered me $20, which I did counter to $25, and she accepted it. So my earnings were $20. Okay, next up we have an Acris Punto smocked polka dot silk blouse. I was so excited when I received an offer of $120 for this top just a few weeks after listing it. So more mature brands like Acris, Acris Punto, St. John, Max Mara, they tend to seem to sit on the Poshmark platform, and then they sell for less than what I maybe would get on ThredUp Luxe, just because they're what am I trying to say? It seems like there are more buyers like on platforms like ThredUp Luxe that are willing to pay up for designer higher end items as opposed to Poshmark. However, after a few weeks of listing this top, I received an offer of $120 for it. Obviously, I was really eager to accept that, and my earnings came out to $96. Sorry, you guys, if I seem like I'm not all there today. I have been sick the last week, so I'm kind of coming out of the fog now. Okay, next up we have a pair of 7 For All Mankind Dojo jeans. And these were purchased outright for the full asking price of $60, which was awesome. They did have just a little bit of wear at the bottom hems, but that doesn't really seem to deter dojo buyers. I've sold several pairs, maybe not several pairs, but I've definitely sold a couple pairs in the past that have had wear at the bottom hems, and it didn't seem to be an issue. They do have a following, and they sold within a few weeks of listing. My earnings were $48. Okay, next up we have a Lululemon Swiftly Tech long sleeve. This item immediately racked up a lot of likes soon after listing, which was no surprise. The Lululemon Tech stuff is super sought after, and it has a great resale value. I had this top listed at $58, and I received an offer of $40, which I did accept, making my earnings $32. Madewell Sun-Washed Long Sleeve Top. This top had a few spots, but I actually picked it up from my local outlet. I knew about the spots when I was at the outlet, but I just figured it would be a quick flip. I did accept an offer of $15, making my earnings $12. Okay, last item. This is an Alexander Wang graphic t-shirt that said "No After Party This Season." I believe this shirt was from New York Fashion Week 2017, and I was excited to find it. It sold just a couple days after listing. I listed it at $138 just because comps were kind of all over the place, and I just figured, I would list high and wait for the right buyer to make an offer. The buyer offered me $75, which I did accept, and my earnings were $60. Okay, so that's it for my sales for the entire week. Let's go ahead and go over my totals. So my total sales were $1,284. My sales after Posh fees were subtracted came out to $1,027.20. My cost of goods were right around $125, making my net profit for the week $900, right around $900. I think it was $902. So that's it for my full week of sales. I hope this video was informative and enjoyable for you guys. I really do enjoy, doing the thrift hauls and then making the what sold videos. I think, it's good information, and like I said, I love watching them on YouTube. So thank you guys again. Please leave me some feedback. The feedback on my last one was actually super helpful in making this one with the information that I wanted to add and keep in the video. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.